I was born in Russia in a little city in the south, but I never lived there, and my family moved straight to Siberia, where I lived until I was 3 years old, and the rest of my life I was growing up in Moscow, where I was learning about art by going to different museums and visiting theaters. And since 2011 I live in Japan. Photography was always my passion. I remember I started as a kid, but not by taking pictures, but by looking at them. It was my favorite thing to do. Just coming to my grandma's house and open the albums, and I could stare at them for many hours. I did not care who is on this picture, but I was just analyzing the frame and the story of the picture, and yeah, I still do that, and I really enjoy it. But at some age I just took the camera and started taking pictures. It's hard to tell when, but when I was first grade of the university, my parents gave me the first DSLR camera, and it was Canon Keys, something like that. So I started taking pictures more seriously, and then I was always fascinated by capturing people, so I worked with all my classmates, taking their portraits. And when I came to Japan second time, I entered Photography Institute and studied fashion photography for 2 years. I always loved dance, but I never danced myself. But growing up in Russia, it's quite common to go and see ballet, for example. So since I was little, my parents were bringing me to different performances. But I learned about contemporary dance when I already graduated from university. I was working as an interpreter for Japanese dancers that come to perform in Moscow. And we have a big theater festival called Chekhov Festival. So I was translating there. I was bringing my camera and taking the rehearsals and backstage of theater. And I think this was really a turning point for me in deciding to photograph dance. And when I came to Tokyo, I met some other dancers and we started creating the work together. Like, for example, the picture you see on my wall. This was with the dancer I met when I just started my photography study. And working more and more with dancers, I came to an idea that first of all, moving is a natural state of a human, and I like to capture this natural state, because when model is posing in front of the camera, everyone becomes unnatural. They are too aware of the camera, but when people dance, they are into themselves. They forget about me, and I can capture their real emotions, and I really enjoy that. And one more thing that I really like about dance, I think it's a perfect example of showing how art can unite people. You can see dancers coming from all over the world and they perform on one stage together in a perfect harmony, and this fact was always fascinating for me. 私のメインのテーマは人間の体は生きている建築というアイディアをフォローしているので、ちょっと実際の人間の体のラインと後ろにある建築のラインを合わせながら撮ってます。ダンサーをそのロケーションに連れてくると、この場所を見て インスピレーションを受けてほしい、まずという指示を出します。そしてこの場所で感じたことを考えながら動いてほしい。それでダンスが動き始めると、ちょっとした指示、例えばもうちょっと左とか、今度は低い動き、もっと速い動きという指導をしていますけど、基本的に自由を与えて動いてもらってます。あまり先にアイディアを作って撮影することは少ないですね。なんか自分のプロジェクトについて言うと、例えばある程度アイディアがあっても撮影し始めたら必ずまた変わるし、逆に撮影している間にさらに新しいアイディアも生まれたりするので、あと撮影した後に撮った作品を見るとまた違うストーリーが生まれてくる時もあるので、毎回違います。